It's getting late. I got a parade to go to. And I've yet to see a sign of this supposed Turboman doll.
This is really cool.
Put that cookie down! Put that cookie down! Now!
You're my #1 customer.
Let's go, grinders!
Booty!
Let's do it! The Grindhouse is open!
Pace when I'm running, I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
Relax. You've been erased.
You hear me, right? Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals! Put that cookie down! Now! Put this thing away! This is not worth it!
I think it's time we tried something new. Sir, do we get the win this time? Sir, do we get the win this time?
I'm trying to use the phone! I'm so gone! No, I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad. Cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad. I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm
I see commentary that if you just our console, that's just focus more on great games on great games on our console.
What's up, grinders? How you doing out there in Grindsville? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Yes, we are on a Tuesday. Yes, I know. I was out, the family, at the amusement park, hanging out, having a grand old time. I couldn't get back in time for the Grindhouse, so we had to move it to today. So thank you again for everybody coming on in. The doors are open. The fire's burning. We got things to talk about. I don't even know. I put a whole bunch of stuff on this grinds board right here. We'll see what we get to do. I don't know. We'll get to do some stuff. You know, there are distractions here. And but there's some things to talk about. Big Spiderman 2 hype going on. No Phoenix Rise and Remnant 2 drop and boosters left behind. The 3 Cs was $70. That's some new thing that just popped up. And Xbox sales, and what else is new? And where's Starfield, by the way? Anybody? Well, I'm asking, where the 60 frames for Redfall? Anybody? Anybody? Dude, there's a cult out there. We got to keep it real here on the Grindhouse. Hit that like button. Share it out. We are rocking tonight. If it's a solo show, I don't care. We got the Grinders in the Grindhouse. What's up? Let's shout out to all the people. I gotta hit the live button here. Appreciate you chilling out with the Grinders this evening. How's everybody doing? Mary Wilcox, how you doing? Jonathan Martinez, the game night 1, 2, 3. How's he doing out there? Ron M, how you doing? Mr. Tennis and Methods. VIP Nick in the house. How you doing? Anonymous Boss. Diablo Doc Matter. Outside Gaming Night. Man, the VIPs are coming in. Sergeant. How you doing? Tony. What's up, Tony? Hope it's not the Tony that makes the hairs. And goddamn 343. Hope you're staying there, man. Hope you're hanging out over there. Richard Farmer, VIPs in the house. Wild Wolf. How you doing? Diablo with the cookies. Put that cookie down now, Harry. Neil Augusto says he got the green light from the doctors. Awesome, man. Kidney and livers. Awesome, man. Congratulations, Neil. Hang in there, man. Awesome. Congrats, man. Jay Summers in the house. VIP, long-time VIP grinder in there. Using the flaming gear. Holding on 0 steel. Service is unavailable. What you talking about? And Nate, what's up? How you doing? Truth Serum VIP grinder in the house. The V. What's up? Xbox shill error. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Pause on that one. Oh, shit. Hit that like button. What's up, Ghost in the Garage Gaming? Tommy Boy. Wild Rat. What's up? Arita Aziata. I don't even know. Sorry, man. What's up with the purple hand? How you doing? How you doing in there? Shout out to the Grinders. Tencent bad. Yeah, right? Is it bad now? Now it's bad. Okay. We'll talk about that, Ryan. That's right. And yeah, I saw this is what I mean. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, my God. We're going to get into this stuff. But first, as we're shouting out the VIP grind, hit that. What's up, Gio Knows? I saw him on Twitters or on the X, whatever the hell they call it now. Exit. We're going to exit. Exit. You're going to skeet? Is that what skeeting? I don't know. Wonko, what's up? How you doing? Damasi, how you doing? Captain Ply. For Brazil! VIP Grinder. How you doing? Swag Bag, what's up? So we got everybody hanging out in here. Come on, hit that like button. And Patient, how you doing? Kai Phil, guy, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. The Grindhouse comes here every week. We usually do it on Mondays. But today we do it on Tuesday, and then the Grinds Bites, which I got to get back into, man. I tell you, the summer's been going by so fast. I'm trying, man. I'm probably gonna do a show on Friday, so I'm probably there. I just had a lot of things going on the weekends, a lot of things going on during the week. So hopefully Friday I can get a show out to you. But yes, typically we always do the Gaming Grindhouse, the podcast, and then there's the Grinds Bites. There's also sing-alongs, all the good stuff here. And Patient wants a Fernando. What happened to Fernando? We're never going to find out what happened to the man, Fernando. You zeeted today? You skeeted today, Ryan? Ryan said he skeeted. I'm going to do a re-skeet. I'm going to do a re-queet. You know, a re-squeet. I don't know what the hell's going on. Everybody wants to use an X. Nah, I wouldn't be jumping on the X train. Damn. I zeeted. Yep, I zeeted. I re-zeeted too. I zeeted. I think I call it skeeted. I'm going to skeet it. I skeet. Skeet! Yeah! What? Yeah! Skeet! That's right, I skeeted. What's up? Brian East, how you doing? Yeah, everyone yeets. You do yeets. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. Thank you, Kaya, for subscribing. Thank you. We're all zeeting. All over the place. But, you know, while we're let's go and let's get into those the VIP grinders. Where are they? Oh, damn, here they are. Wait, where's my music? We can't be partying without the music. Where is it? Oh, damn. There we go. This VIP wall is getting huge. What's up, Outside of Gaming Night? Yeah, so I got those pizza center controllers. Cowabunga, dudes. You know, They put the troll in controllers, Microsoft. That's what they do. They put the troll in controllers, but not trolling on the VIP grinders. How you doing partying there with Mr. Herman Holtz? Chilling out there. The wall is getting huge. I can't put any more stuff back there. Phil in the goddamn refrigerator. Booster, you stay outside. Nobody's allowed in this club. This is the quality club. True Virgil slipped his ass in. He's slipping in goddamn Herman's underwears. Hitting on those quality nuts. True Virgil hanging low, dipping down slow. Yeet, 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 yeet. True Virgil, how you doing, man? He's there for another month. Quality nuts in his face. Goggling gold balls. Good job, Virgil. Hang in there, baby. Thank you very much. And you know what? We need 10 more VIP grinders to get a new emoji. Come on, somebody. Somebody gift that emoji. Let's see if we can get X-Hawk in there so we can have True Virgil and X-Hawk, the left and right balls of Herman Holtz. But we'll see, X-Hawk, I know you're hiding out there somewhere, but we'll get you. We'll get you at that right ball. We'll get that right ball on you. But anyway, VIP grinders, thank you again. Yes! Yes! You're somewhere on this wall. If I'm not, I'll add you. But shout out to all the VIPs. Thank you again for all that you do here. Flex those emojis. We'll get one more in the house here. Oh. There it is. True Virgil looking for that right nut. He's waiting. He needs a guest. He needs a guest over there. What's up, Toolman? How you doing? What's up? Again. Oh, man. What the his? Oh, man. We'll get him. We'll get yo, if Hexall gets a VIP grind the membership, man, I'm going to put him right next to True. They'll be the left and right nuts. Still Black Nut. Still Black Nut got no love. Phil is not loving the Black Nuts. That's all I'm saying. Black Nut Cloud is still not part of Microsoft's 10-year plan. I can't believe it. The official sponsor of the Gaming Grindhouse, Black Nut Cloud, is still not part of... Holy Jesus! Ron M delivered the 10 right there! Holy shit! He did it! Brian East is a VIP! Wild Rat is a VIP! Lone Gamer is a VIP grinder! Anderson! Lord Hog 999! The other rat! Paco King! T-Bone! And Swizzle Z43 USG.
You just made the list.
And Methods, Metro. Holy shit, me first, please. Metro Knight, man. Fake Man Bear Pig, welcome to the VIP Grinders. Cedric Hancock Jr.'s there. Junior.
You just made the list.
Holy, thank you, man. Ron just delivered it right there. We almost guaranteed emojis now for next week. Now, while I was talking about it, holy Jesus.
You just made the list.
Man. White? No, there's no white nuts, Dave Rock. We got the. I'm very upset. I might have to. We might have to get the 3 C's on board for this one. But
you just made
Black
the list.
Nut Cloud has not been part of the 10-year guarantee from Phil Spencer. We need to love these Black Nuts. They are following the Gaming Grindhouse. They watch us.
You just made the list.
Another sponsor, a Black Nut Cloud. The Black Nuts need some love too, Phil Ness. All right, so get those 10 years deals out, get the ink, and sign the deal
you
with
just
Black
made
Nut
the
Cloud.
list.
Represent Black Nuts. All right. Still to this week, we checking in. We always have to do a weekly check-in on Black Nut. All right.
You just made the list.
And Black Nut Cloud just didn't get it this week, so no 10-year deal for them. Maybe when the deal goes through, they'll get some love. But right now, they're not getting it. So we got.
You just made the list.
Man, this list keeps going. So where do we begin? Let's go to the grinds board. Let's see what we're doing, man. So news just came out.
You just made the list.
No Phoenix Rising 2 from Ubisoft. Now we know here there's a rule of the Gaming Grindhouse here. We never go full Ubisoft. Unfortunately, that means you do not buy a Ubisoft game
just made the list.
at full price. Ubisoft games are almost guaranteed to reduce in price at least about 2 to 3 weeks after their release. What's up, Gamer Light VIP? How you doing, man?
You just
The
made
nuts
the
need
list.
love. That's right, Wild Wolf. That's true, Virgil. He knows about those nuts. He knows they need love. Holy shit, we just got another 5 more. Holy, Robert Lawrence with another 5 memberships. Holy,
You just
Jesus,
made
that's
the list.
15. Jesus, thank you so much. And on, oh man, Robert Lawrence bringing the heat, and Ron M. They're duking it out up there. Holy, thank you
You
again.
just made the list.
Just add more VIPs. We got new emoji coming, everybody. And then we got not only a new emoji, but an anonymous boss. Thank you so much for the 10. He says he came here looking for the booty, but he doesn't want me to hear it. He doesn't want
You
me to
just
say
made
that
the
thing.
list.
He wants this one.
I came looking for booty. I came looking for booty. I came looking for booty.
Booty, booty, booty.
I came looking for booty.
You just made the list.
Yo, what's up, Glorious Kev? Oh, Jesus. We don't do that kind of talking here. Pyro Ubisoft games, no. We just don't buy them at full price. You never go full Ubisoft.
You're my
Jesus.
#1 customer.
Outside of gaming. I don't know. You might need some therapy. He says he always does full Ubisoft. Oh, shit. He does full frontals. No, we never do full Ubisoft. Ubisoft is always at a discount. And it's not only a joke. It's the truth. What's up, Tyrant? How you doing? It's the truth. The Ubisoft game always goes on discount about a few weeks after. You could buy the Ultimate Gold Platinum Mother's Former Roommate Edition, Ultimate Balls Edition, whatever the hell we got. You could buy that probably for $60 about 2 months later. The gold version. For the same price as the full game. Never go full Ubisoft. Tip of the grindhouse. But Ubisoft is not even going full Ubisoft. They said no Phoenix Rising 2. That's what they're saying right now in the Zeeting streets. What we call them. The Zeeting streets. No Phoenix Rising. So apparently, it's not only that was there no Phoenix Rising, but it's been canceled. Ubisoft canceled plans for a sequel to the 2022 game. They said they canceled it. Know what they should cancel? What is that game? Pirates and Ass? What is that other thing going on? What is that game? Dick and Balls, Skull and Bones? Skull and Bones, that's the one. I had to go through my vocabulary there. Skull and Bones. Yeah, that's what they should have been canceled. Who wants to play a pirate game almost as old as a goddamn treasure? The only thing I want to play in that game, I'll just be rocking in that game as a pirate. All I'll just be saying is,
I came looking for booty.
Booty, 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 booty.
that's all I want to do in the pirate game. But anyway, I don't know. Skull and Bones is still around. But Immortal Phoenix Rising, this was a good game. The problem was, as typical with Ubisoft, they just threw Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Phoenix Rising, I think even Watch Dogs Legion, the NPC game and Watch Dogs Legion, and they threw all those games within a couple of 2 months. They threw all 3 of those games together trying to squeeze it in for the launch of the consoles in 2020. And actually, the best one out of those 3 was Phoenix Rising. I played about probably 8 hours of this, 6 hours, something like that of it. But I enjoyed this game the most. I thought this game had elements of Zelda in it. It had really cool things with mythology. It had a cool look. It was really good for the launch of the consoles. I thought it was better than Watch Dogs, better than Valhalla. That Assassin's Creed, it was horrible. Vikings jumping on trees. I don't know what we're doing here. What are we doing here? Vikings climbing trees. But I didn't understand that. Vikings climbing trees, an Assassin's Creed with a Viking skin. Not for me. But this game was good. But Ubisoft said probably it didn't do well. Probably because they threw it out with 2 other games at the same time during launch. Because that's what they do. And then what's hilarious is that Ubisoft has not really had a lot of releases besides Dance. Just Dance. They've been kind of quiet, Ubisoft. Why would you throw all those games? They threw like everything they were working on at launch. Yeah, exactly, RPG. Yes. Phoenix was better than Odyssey. But they threw it all at the front load. They front loaded everything, and then they just sat on Just Dance for 2 years. That's right. Never go full Series S. We'll talk about Boosta. That's right. But yeah. Said that they're not doing it, that they canceled plans for it. I think Ubisoft is another company that has just bad management and making bad decisions. I played some X-Defiant too. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah. It's like yeah, I know people are saying like that might be it. You know, I wasn't feeling X-Defiant. It's interesting. It went back to the Call of Duty roots, but I don't know. It doesn't feel that great. Yeah, you're right, Ryan. The second Mario and Rabbids failed. The first one was good. But this year, it was good as a Zelda replacement. I thought like it did some elements of Zelda really well. But it was such a good game, but it got thrown in there with a whole bunch of other games. It wasn't a known franchise compared to Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed, but it came out like 2 weeks after Watch Dogs Legion. Oh, you should try it, Lone. No, it's a good game. It is definitely a good game. I'll get it in before, stop playing it now before all the big games drop. If not, what's going on. But yeah, they canceled it, so that is not good news, but Ubisoft making bad management decisions again. Let me see what it says here. If any reason why? Hold on, I just clicked on the thing. They wanted to grow into a franchise. That's what Grubb said. Different mythologies, because they did Greece mythologies in this one. Original game controlling forgotten hero, save the Greek gods. See? They decided to pivot towards most prominent brands. They canceled 3 unannounced games, including Immortals sequel that was planned to strengthen its focus on big IPs and live services, following weaker than expected software sales over the holiday season. This is the thing that grinds my gears a little bit here. I'm going to tell you something. What the hell did Ubisoft release over the holiday season to think that they were going to sell better? Because I think all they did was Just Dance, right? Did Just Dance 2030 didn't work out for you? Just Dance Unlimited Central, whatever, didn't work out for you? I don't understand these, it's like standing in front of a vending machine and wanting the stuff in the vending machine, the money for the holiday, but you don't want to put any money in the vending machine to get the product in the vending machine. It's like, if you're not releasing games, why are you walking around going, we didn't have a good holiday? You're not feeding the beast. Gamers want games. You don't sell games. You don't make money off of good looks. So if you're not putting out games, then you're going to have a crappy holiday. That makes sense. It goes into Microsoft's financials, too. Oh, we're going to have growth. Growth in what? You didn't release anything. What, because Phil Spencer was on TV, you think all of a sudden your content and services are going to go up? Because Phil shows his goddamn big-ass forehead on TV? Phil did an interview, you hoard him out, Mickey Mouse, here it comes. Oh boy, here I am. Hi, XCast, how you doing? Oh, do you want me to sign your ass? Sending Major Nelson down to Mexico, that's going to increase Xbox sales. Is that what you thought was? Because you didn't make any games in the quarter. What are you doing? You think you're going to have a good quarter? What? On Major Nelson's good looks? Ubisoft didn't release anything over the holiday. Weaker than expected sales. What do you think? You released 50,000 goddamn just dances. I think people are tired of dancing after 20. But, unfortunately, these games there. But this is important, though. We're going to cancel. This is stupid Ubisoft. Again. Yves dumb. This is Ubisoft again. Here we go. They canceled 3 unannounced games in Immortals Phoenix Rising, but Mirage is one of at least 6 Assassin's Creed games in development. 6 Assassin's Creed games, but they're canceling Immortals 2.
Put this thing away. This is not worth it.
6. 6. Let's not make a different IP. More everybody liked the first one. It came out during launch. It did well. It got good reviews. Let's try a sequel to make it better and do a different religion. A different region. Maybe we'll do with the hype going on with God of War and stuff like that. Let's do Norse mythology. Phoenix Rising Norse mythology. That'll be nice. Nope, cancel it because we got 6 Assassin's Creeds coming out. 6.
I hope this is not true.
It is true, Arnold. 6 Assassin's Creeds coming out. And Mirage, which goes back to basically the animations of the first Assassin's Creed. After they messed up Assassin's Creed a whole bunch of times with Valhalla, realizing you can't make Vikings jump trees and jump on roofs. JX Gaming VIP grinder to 20. Thank you so much, man. He goes, yo, Jez, you see the financial reports? Yeesh. Also, nobody like you, Booster. That's right. Nobody likes Booster. Let's get that. Let's get that out there. For shout out to you, the VIP, and the stupid chat. Where is that? Where's the burst?
The rumors are true. We have received a small quantity of the action figure known as Turbo Man. I am not going to ask you people to be quiet again. Do you hear me? If you're not one of the lucky few, we have plenty of Turbo Man's faithful pet tiger Booster in stock.
You know what? Nobody likes you, Booster.
Nobody likes Booster. Well, 6 Assassin's Creeds. Good job, Ubisoft. Good decision. Great. Great for gamers. A decent game, new IP. Make a nice sequel. Evolve the IP. Turn it into a franchise. Watch Dogs ain't going nowhere. Skull and Bones is not going anywhere. Assassin's Creed, you got 6 of them. Nah, we'll cancel Murphy. Ubisoft, never go full Ubisoft. Enough. Enough of that. Damn Ubisoft. Trash. Trash, trash, trash. So, the other thing is, Remnant 2 is dropping. I think it drops tonight. I'll jump it back into Ubisoft in panic mode. No, I did not, Gamer Light. Did not beat Final Fantasy 16. Did not. I was trying to beat, what is it? The Dead Island 2. That's what I've been trying to get through. But now I see Remnant 2 now. Jesus. Dude, that game looks awesome. So I don't know, man. Like, I might be picking it up because I'm just an addict for those things on those stuff. So anyway, Remnant 2 drops. I'm just trying to see what the specs are for Remnant 2. Let's see, platforms, resolution. So it looks really cool. Like, I played the first Remnant. The first Remnant was all right, not too bad. It has good shooting mechanics, I have to say. But Remnant 2, man, the graphics looking crazy. Remnant 1 had pretty good graphics too, but Remnant 2, man, it's Unreal 5. So definitely interested in that one. But here we go. Here are graphics modes for it. Apparently, one of the things, though, that was bad about Remnant 2 is that they have you could play multiplayer, 2 to 3 people. And apparently the matchmaking or invitation was broken on there. So a little messed up that you pay for. And I've been seeing this too. Like, you pay for this early access. Like, you buy the Ultimate Edition for like $70 or even more than that. This one was $70. And I don't understand, that you're trying to get that early access, but features or things are not working. One of the things, too, is like you pay for early access and then you're fighting against server issues. They had that with Diablo 4, which is kind of crappy, where you're paying for this extra time, this 3-day early as a perk, and all you're getting is a headaches 3-day early. And for this one, you couldn't play for online. They apparently they identified the issue, and you can now. But it looks really awesome. So yeah, I was definitely watching some videos. I watched some people playing it. I went back to Remnant 1, jumping around there, just kind of get a feel what the game is. And it has a little bit of a Souls feel, but it's definitely, it's more of a shooting game. It's a shooting game. And it really has, like, you're fighting demons and things like that. There's RPG elements to it. So Remnant 2 looks fire as well. So I may be getting that probably tonight after this show. Probably getting it. But one of the things I wanted to highlight, this happened, again, we seem to get these things in waves, everybody. Boosta. Shout out to JX Gaming, who prefaced the topic with "Nobody likes Boosta." So far, again, here we go. We got Remnant, we have another game, and then we have a developer telling us about Boosta. Let's go take a look over at Boosta. What? What? A next-gen console. Next-gen, they said. 1080p, 30 frames per second. That's it. What about I'm going to feel the frames, Phil? Feel. The S is the worst decision in gaming. The S, let me tell you something, because we're seeing it now. This is an Unreal 5 game, right? Unreal 5, right? Look at what we're seeing. So we have Remnant 2 here, right? These are pretty much the same. This is what this gen should have been. Not this. This should have been gone. This should have been our generation. The PS5 Series X. This thing is an appendix. This is a fail-safe for Microsoft. And this is the thing that they're pushing. Which is crazy, because when the X came out, it was all about the X. And the S was an option. Hell yeah, Corey Massey. Hell to the yeah, Firewall Ultra. That is day uno. But look at this. Feel the frames. What happened to the 1440p 60 frames per second box? Oh, but it did the games that were backwards compatible, or the games that were cross-gen. It hung in there. No, man. This is an appendix. This is an appendix, and we're seeing it now. We would have seen it faster if COVID didn't happen. If we didn't have all that stuff going on, we would have seen it faster. We happened to see it a year or so delayed. This S gotta go. This S gotta go. It is hurting the consoles. And you want to know what? Leave Boosta behind. Leave it behind. Optimize for these two. See, the problem is that with Xbox situation, this S is selling more than this. So you have a dilemma there. See, if these two were on par selling with each other, we wouldn't have an issue. Boosta would have been left behind. The problem is that the S, because Microsoft is pushing the S, and also now sending out another S, the S is now the thing that they're trying to force people to buy, because they're highlighting that. The S was made for Microsoft. That's what it is. It was made for their cloud. It was made for their low-budget entry Game Pass device. That's what it was. And you would never thought that as they were leading up to the Series X, you would never thought that the S was going to get that emphasis, and they went there. And now, if you're making a game, so we have to thank God the PlayStation 5 is selling what it is, because it's moving the industry towards the PS5. And that's why you're seeing games being with that hard drive thing, right? So this is not a one-off, right? And don't tell me right now that the Xbox developers, the ones that made Redfall, the ones that made Halo Infinite, 343, don't tell me that Microsoft internally has this figured out, because I think the reason why Halo don't have split screen is because of the S. The reason why Redfall didn't have 60 frames at launch, and still to this day, is because of the S. The reason why Starfield will be only at 30 frames is because of the S. Don't think that this is just a third-party, better devs problem. This is a problem with the hardware itself. Because this is not This is not a one-off. This is not a poor dev. This is not a one-off. We've been seeing this. We've been hearing it since the S was announced. People don't want to tell you this, but they've heard it. The devs were not happy with the S. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if the reason why Bobby Kotick wanted more money from Microsoft in the Call of Duty deal when he said that on the podium was because Microsoft showed up with 2 consoles and said, hey, Kotick, you're going to make 2 Call of Duties now, one for the S and one for the X. Scalability, right, Ghostface? Scalability, Kotick. Kotick's like, well, you're not obviously selling. You came here with 2 consoles that are going to cost my devs more money. We want more money from you, Microsoft, in your ratio. You're going to pay us more because you just handed us 2 goddamn consoles, and you're not the leader in sales. And that's the problem. Microsoft is not leading shit when it comes to hardware, but they're the ones showing up with more work to do. Do you kind of, just as a thing for people to think, let me tell you something, like as something, if you're the worst, like, you're not doing your job well, do you think you could walk in and ask for a raise? And you know you're not doing your job well. Do you think you could walk in and go, you know what, I want some more money? What do you think your manager's going to say to you when they look you straight in the face? You suck at your job. Why am I going to give you more money? You don't have the leverage to ask for more money. You're doing a fantastic job. Like a PS5, you got the mind share. Guess what? You could walk in there and ask for $70. Why? Because you're the leader. You got the mind share. What you say goes because the industry is in your hand. Because the competition sucks. Now you could leverage that way. That's what Sony did with Call of Duty. That's how they got the better deal. They were selling the game. The company was making the most money on the PlayStation. PlayStation had the leverage to negotiate. Microsoft was null. But they showed up with 2 consoles. They showed up with 2 consoles. Aaron, be careful. There's snipers out there, Aaron. They're looking to give you a VIP membership because if you get one, you know right where you're going. We'll call you Left Nut. That's what we'll call you, Left Nut. True Virgil needs a friend. He's hanging there, one nut. Uno nut. He needs a buddy right there, Aaron. You better be careful. The VIP snipers are there. They're ready to gift you one. You better turn that thing off because you're going right next to him. You get on that VIP list there, Aaron. You're going right next to him. Left nut, right nut. You can play with each other. So this is not the first. This is not the first. So we had this. Boosters left behind. Where's performance mode? Where's the 60 frames on the S? Well, think about it. You're at 1080p 30. How low can you go?
How low can you go?
What would a 60 frames per second mode look on there? 720p? 500p? 480p? What would it be? That's the problem. They're just getting this game to run at 30 frames. V-Sync enabled. Pause. You think you got a varying frame rates. V-Sync get locked. We're not going anywhere below V-Synced. There's no, oh, it can run 45 frames. No, dude, that's locked at 30 to keep it in there. How low would a 60 frames per second mode be? 125 frames, what are you running at? 1080, 10p? 10p? That's the reason why Starfield doesn't have 60 frames, because of the S. And Booster's getting left behind here, and I love it. Leave that shit behind. Let it get that. And I see people going, oh, lazy devs, lazy devs. You can't blame the devs, dude. You can't. You can't. Booster just got chainstawed. Right? What happened to Booster again? What is this? I didn't need this pop up here. Where is it? Booster. Guess what happened to Booster? Well, it just got Texas chainsawed. Boosta left out in the cold again. With not only, what's crazy is that this doesn't, again, the S does not get a performance mode. This is a game launching in Game Pass. Was announced over a year ago. Ron M with the snipes out there. Welcome to 5 new members. Holy crap. Thank you, Ron M. Who got? Ghostface got it. Gia, Mafa, Doc Prince, Sinister. Welcome to the VIP.
You just made the list.
Now, Aaron has it off. He dodged that one. Aaron knows he's not getting no VIPs. But thank you, Ron M. We want more quality in the VIPs. We don't need.
You just made the list.
DBH? I don't know about that, RBG. DBH. But here we go. There's another game. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The Series S Massacre, I'm going to call this one. Quality mode, 30 frames. Hell, it's a cross-gen game. You want to see something that's going to tickle your fancy? Watch this.
You just made the list.
Look at this. Where's the last gen? This is a cross-gen game. Here you go. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Another booster left behind. PS5, 60 frames, target mode, reduced resolution. Quality mode, 30 frames. Dude, whole ass modes. Just a 30 frames per second mode in the Series S. That is it. No performance. The 30 frames per second console. Another game. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. A cross-gen game. This the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You want to see what this game looks like? Cat. You want to see Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Tell me about this. Chainsaw the game. Gameplay. Where is it? You want to see this game? Tell me this game, and this can't run 60 frames on the S. Look at it. Look at this game. This can't run on the S. 60 frames. Is this a credible high fidelity game like right now? This is one of those multiplayer games. Look at this stuff. Look at these trees. Look at these leaves. This is the game that's locked at 30 frames on the S. True Virgil, I need answers. Aaron didn't get it yet. You're still hanging low. Look at this game. This game is locked at 30 frames. No performance mode. It's a multiplayer game. 60 frames. You're on the S. You're running around Texas Chainsaw Massacre without 60 frames on a multiplayer game. Because you got booster. What are we doing here, everybody? What are we doing here? Tell me the S is great for gamers. Tell me it's great for gamers. Tell me this thing is not an appendix that needs to go away. And Xbox just screwed itself with this thing. Because I want to see an X2 come out. I want to see them come out with 3 of these things. It's a last-gen game, Ma. That's right. A last-gen game capped at 30 frames on a next-gen console on a multiplayer game that's going to have X and PS5 running at 60 frames a second online. Your Chainsaw Massacre is going to be running around 30 frames on the booster. Look at this game, though. They can't even say it's Unreal 5. Look at this game. No performance mode on the S. Tell me it's wrong. What are we doing here? You see it right there. No, it's a console problem. If it's a dev problem, you would only see it with one dev, true? If it was a developer problem, there would have been one dev having a problem with it. This is across the board. Even Microsoft themselves are having problems with it. They won't say it, but obviously features not coming out at launch with their own games. That's a hardware issue. The fact that a first-party developer can't get 60 frames per second running on Redfall after delaying it for a whole goddamn year, that's a hardware issue. The fact that Starfield's coming out at 30 frames, a first-party game should have all the options. Just like you expect from a PlayStation first party. You should, like, ray tracing performance mode. I expect that in all Insomniac games. Your first party is your best performer. That is the person who has access to all the hardware and should have all the advantages over third party. And if their first party is not doing it with their games, then third party is left out in the cold as well. That's the problem. If their first party, they can't get Halo to run well or to look well or to have features in Halo because that's their own. Now, I'm not saying the game looks bad, Rob, at all. I'm not saying that's a bad game or I'm not going to play it. All I'm saying is that the graphical fidelity here, it's locked at 30 frames on that. You mean the first party doesn't want, Microsoft's first party doesn't want to take time to optimize their own hardware? True Virgil. Is that what we're saying? Is that what you're hearing? Because if that's what you're hearing, that is foolishness. Because Microsoft, their own first party, does not want to take the time to maximize their own hardware. That's the whole point. If you're doing first-party games, your first party is your best party. You go to any other store, you go to an Apple store, you're buying a third-party product or you're buying an Apple product. Apple product has the best connections. It has the best things. You could do third-party, but you're not going to get the kind of the connections that you're going to get.
You just made the list.
And Starfield not there. The S is the problem. Geo Knows Gaming, member for 10 months. Maybe Activision has the tools that Monopoly Soft lacks to make 4K 30 games. I don't know. Activision only has to work on one game with 5 different developing studios, so maybe they do. JX Gaming, what's up? He goes, $5. He goes, Jez, Microsoft expecting Starfield to be mid and have low expectations for it. So much for $7 billion. Man, I would say so much. Thank you, JX. I would say so much for $7 billion after they released Redfall in the state that it is. Shout out to over 300 people. Hit that like button. Share it out. Subscribe if you're new. We are rocking here. Boosters Left Behind. Chain Sword. But that's another game. Then, on top of all this, $7 billion. They're betting on Starfield. We'll talk about Starfield, JX. I'll come back to that, to your super chat again, coming back. But on top of all this, then we had all this drama with this little old studio. Where is this one? I got to find this studio. I had it on my list here.
You're my number one customer.
The Baldur's Gate developers. They keep coming out in the woodwork, and let's see what they had to say. Baldur's Gate 3 on Xbox may require compromises due to the Series S.
You're my number
Larian
one customer.
Studios. So tell me it's just a dev. I just showed you 2 different devs with no 60 frames on an S. Tell me that it's a not a hardware problem, but it's a developer problem. Here's another dev. And this is just within the last month. We go back to when they announced this thing. Baldur's Gate isn't a PlayStation console exclusive. We're going to be able to play it on Xbox X and S, just a matter of time. The team continues to have trouble optimizing the game's split screen co-op on the Series S due to Microsoft's requirement that games need to release on both of its consoles. Larian can't just release Baldur's Gate on the X. However, Microsoft engineers are now helping with the project. Wow. No, we're getting into next-gen only games right now. I can't believe Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a cross-gen game. But now that we're seeing the next-gen games, you could shove your 120 frames up your ass, True? True, Virgil, you can shove your 120 frames up your ass. Because let's see where these 120-frame Unreal 5 games are. If they can't even get you at 60 frames, let me see where this 120 mode is on Unreal 5 games. All right? I'm not talking about cross-gen games, all right? I'm not talking about games that were made for a PS4 that could run on an X. Or in a Series S. We're talking about we're 3 years in. We're making next-gen only games, and now the rubber's hitting the road. And everybody wants to take off with their new technology and what their new capabilities are. And that X, that Series S, is boosta left behind. Lorenzo Carson with the 5, he goes, basically only Sony and Nintendo can get themselves out of last place by releasing great games. But the company with the most studios and the most money can't.
You just made the list.
Yeah, right? They got all the money in the world. Well, they can't make anything, right? Let's see what Phil said. What?
I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true. Just focused more on great games on our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race, I think doesn't really lay into the reality of.
Shut up, Phil. Oh, thank you, Lorenzo, for reminding me of that horrible quote from Phil Ness. Cyber Dragon member, 12 months. What's up, chat? 19 months, Cyber Dragon. Woo! Yo! Happy birthday to me. Oh, here we go, Cyber Dragon 59. Yo, we're hitting you with happy birthday. We're going to give you a Grinder's birthday. We're not going to give you the Phil Ness birthday. We'll give you the Grinder's birthday.
Happy birthday, Phil Ness.
No, not that one. Not that one. We're doing the Grindhouse birthday. He's a true VIP grinder. We're giving him the Grindhouse birthday one. Where's my Grindhouse birthday one?
Happy birthday, Grindhouse. There is no Phil Ness here. This is not a rooftop party. Happy birthday, Grindhouse. Now hit that like.
And happy birthday, Cyber Dragon, 19-month VIP grinder. What's up, chat mods, grinders, and your host, Joe7780. Your boy hit 59 today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday again, Cyber Dragon. You're not getting that Phil Ness one. That's when True Virgil's birthday is. You'll get that one. The Game Night 123
customer.
Joe Shadi goes, I found it hard that Microsoft went out to developers and asked them what they need to develop easier. Only for them to be like, yeah, let's make things hard by adding booster. Exactly, Game Night. That was the big point. Like Cerny said, they went to devs to ask them what they wanted to do, and they built their PS5 accordingly. Microsoft built the S to benefit them and said, devs, you're going to work with us because now we're going to put the X required for the S together. So you see, with their requirement that they won't let you release a game just on the X and not on the S. That's going to be a problem. That's going and you can see it's going to cause games to be delayed on the Xbox platform. It's going to hurt Xbox gamers because they won't let them put a game just on X and then work on the S. They won't do it. So therefore, they're saying feature parity, doing this, you got to release it on both. And they got to work harder to get it to work on the S. And that's causing delays in games or games to skip the Xbox entirely because guess what? Xbox is down another 13% in console sales. Their hardware is dwindling. They are not in a position of mindshare to have that negotiating factor of two consoles. Booster left behind. You had in the thumbnail. There you go. See? Infinite amount of resources. And they know the S is not going to be where their game sells. It's going to sell on the PS5. It also got to look at, not that they, and listen, it's not that they can't do it. It's about, like they said, where you don't have an infinite amount of resources. Time is money. Staff is money. If they go, hey, the S, oh yeah, it's going to take another week or two, another month or two to develop this on the S. They're like, wait a second, we got to pay everybody. Everybody has to work on this stuff and not make it optimized for this while we work on it on the S version. Whereas, are we going to really make our money back on the S? Is that where our game is going to sell and we're going to see money? And when you look at sales, when you look at MPDs, that's why all this stuff matters, grinders. That's why all this stuff matters, because when they are saying, well, you got to put the time in to work on the S, they go look at MPDs and go, dude, games are not selling that much on the Xbox version of it. The PS5 seems to be the leading platform for sales. They're not buying it on Xbox. Now you look at your devs and go, hey, go spend another 2 months to make this work on Xbox. That's 2 months of cost to you for a return where it might not sell and you're going to make that money back or even make a profit. Do you see how all this interconnects? It's not that it never will work or can't work. It just does the time and money that they're going to put in and resources yield the results to gain that money back and to make a profit. It's a business. So when you're sitting there going, Xbox, we got Game Pass, we don't buy our games, huh? So you're not buying your games. Your console is not selling the most, so it doesn't have the market share and the install base for it. And now you're asking developers to take more time to develop for the lowest platform, the S. So more time, more cost in a platform that's not mindshare heavy with sales. Games are not selling on it. You got to hope Microsoft gives you that Game Pass bag. That will be the only worthwhile investment, and we even see that. Chainsaw Massacre is going into Game Pass and still does not have an optimized performance mode on the S. So even the Xbox Game Pass bag couldn't even get a performance mode on the S. What are we doing here, everybody? Boosta left behind. It needs to go. And just when you say it's more of a developer problem, then we have this poor company. Where are they? Do I even have them on here? I think I had them. Not Techland. No, the other company that was talking about the hard drives. Quantum Error developer. Another developer. This is the fourth one. All right? The fourth one. They got lambasted, Quantum Error, because they were saying about that they have to spend more time to work on the slower hard drives of the Xbox. Talking about both of them. People like this saying direct storage solves it. They're coming up with the goddamn Phil Spencer tattoos. All the direct storage fixes this. The developer is telling you the SSD in the PS5 is faster. That's what they're saying, and people got it. They got butthurt on it. What do you mean? Where is it? The tweet that went wild from them.
You're my number one customer.
They canceled the PS4. They canceled the PS4 version because they know they'll sell it on the PS5 version. Now, they're saying that this was optimized for the PS5's hard drive, and it's going to take time for them to optimize it for the slower hard drives of the Xbox, and everybody went crazy. And everybody went at them. They had to apologize. They had to come out saying, we're not trashing on the Xbox. We're just stating facts. Yeah, direct storage. Like, all of them come out. They're all like, oh, direct storage. Phil says scalability. You lied. Phil's telling the truth. Like, they come yelling at these devs. Going like, we said scalability. Phil told us scalability. Aaron Greenberg, when I met him at the rooftop party, told me that everything will just work and scale. You're wrong. Aaron Greenberg tells the truth. Phil Spencer told me in a party chat that everything is just going to work and it's just going to be a lower resolution. They told me. You're lying, devs. You are the bad guys. And again, this has nothing to do with these games, whether you want to play them, whether you're not, whether they look like trash, whether they look mid, whether they look good, whether you want to play them. It has nothing to do about it. What I'm pointing out is that there are multiple developers. Yet again, this is just adds to the what they've been saying since this thing was announced in 2019. The S is not the next gen console. And the S, they're running into issues with this parity stuff, and they're running into issues with launching games. They want to put it on the X, and what's doing is that they're hurting the X and the Xbox fan base because games are not coming out on time, or they're not coming out featured. And the thing is that I think Microsoft just has to say, hey, you buying an S, this is what you're going to get. The problem is that Microsoft's marketing was nowhere near this. And also, the PlayStation 5 marketed a faster SSD. They prided themselves on an SSD. You could say what you want with marketing, and I'm sure there was some marketing with it, guys. I am sure there's marketing terms. And PlayStation just said, hell, let's highlight the SSD. But the developers are saying it's faster. It's faster than the Xbox SSD. Hell, we can even tell you that the SSDs that we're putting in them now, open market SSDs for extra, are faster than the Xbox Gen 3 SSDs that they're charging $250 for. Thanks on that stuff. That's what's happening. Microsoft didn't go with a faster SSD. Sony did. That's what developers wanted. Sony went with better architecture to optimize games. Microsoft built their consoles to optimize their cloud because that's what those boxes are. I said this since day one. The Xbox consoles are made for the cloud thing. That's why they're shaped like that. They're made for the platform clouds, that powering the cloud. That's what they're there for. They're not made for gamers. They're not made for you. They're made to power the games in the cloud. That's what Microsoft built those on. They did not build it to optimize the gaming experience for you, the end user. They didn't. They built those games so that when you trade them in, they could put them right in the goddamn cloud blades. That's why they look like that. That's why that's what it is. And until they want to upgrade those blades, you're not going to get another console because the consoles, it's like a leasing program. They're just making you play with the cloud blades so that they could put it in there. That's what they're doing. But this is another dev, 4 of them, about the SSD is slower, and they got to find a way to figure that out. Does this sound like a console that's built for gamers, everybody? Tell me. Is this a console that's built for gamers? Is it built for you and me? Is it? There's a console that was there built for gamers?
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
The SSD on the Xbox is slower, and we need to find a way to figure that out. Blame the devs, blame Sony, right? Is that the lingo that you the 3 C's follow? 3 C's in the chat? Put 3 C's in the chat for the 3 C's on Twitter. Or Zeta. Z. Get your Z on. But they went after them. They're just stating the facts, dude. Developers. These are not like, these are like the same people that were telling Hose Law and all that other stuff about and Floridian about, the deal is signed. Just let her underwriters cut the deal. They can lock the deal up by Saturday. Come on. Let them buy Activision on Sunday. It's okay. It's written. All they need is just to process it to the underwriters. I'm like, who are these people? Who are these people? Are you in the law room with them? What are you talking about? Wait, True Virgil saying something about facts. Hold on, wait a second. What? True Virgil, you got something to say? What happened? Who's lying? I'm showing a goddamn tweet right here, True Virgil. True Virgil, it's coming. Yeah, you're getting it right now. Grinders, hit that like button.
Can you goggle my balls? Goggle my balls in your jaw. This is the remix. You just made the list. This is the remix. Can you goggle my balls? Goggle my.
I think so. I think he said something. Facts. We talk. This is that thing right here. The tweet from a developer. Lying. Listen, they were telling the Floridian, let them sign the deal because they were like, oh, she could have her understudy do it. She could have a, who are you? It wasn't anything about the court documents. It was about the turnaround time for her to process her decision. All right? Which nobody knew except for her. All right? She was writing a decision, but they're like, she could sign it. She's pretty much practically done with it. She could submit it on Sunday. It's like, who are these people on Twitter? What are you talking about? These are the same people that's how in Quantum Error, it's their fault. They can't optimize for Phil Spencer's box. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. They're telling them how to do their job. Get the hell out of here. They're clowns, dude. But we're not done. You want to know why? But why? Why do you spend so much time on the boosters? Why? Why? Give booster. Well, leave them alone. It's just the devs' problem, right? The devs don't know. They don't know anything better. It's just the devs' problem. Right? Let's see.
Started this journey in 2016. We set the goal of bringing transformative gaming experiences to all gamers across the globe. Gamers have different priorities and playstyles, but we all want to have the same great gaming experience with the same catalog of next-generation games that we can play with our friends regardless of which device we choose to play on.
Hold on! Hold on, Bearded Man! Hold on, Bearded Man. Did he say the same experiences? Did I just hear the same experiences? I just showed you 4 situations of different experiences.
Of bringing transformative gaming experiences to all.
That is the beard of lies. It must grow with every lie he says.
Gamers across the globe. Gamers have different priorities and playstyles, but we all want to have the same great gaming experience with the same catalog of next-generation games that we can play with our friends regardless of which device we choose to play on.
So tell the chainsaw dudes they're playing at 30 frames when their buddies who chose an X are playing at 60 frames online. Okay, keep going. I want to hear more of this.
To deliver on our ambitions, we knew we needed to build 2 consoles with similar next-gen capabilities at a differentiated price point. By designing 2 consoles in parallel from the very beginning, we can deliver the same core gaming experience while also making it as easy as possible for developers to scale their games across both consoles with minimal effort.
Did we just see minimal effort right now? Well, didn't they say it's going to take more time? We need help? Send in the Xbox help team?
This means that Xbox Series S delivers the same incredible next-generation experience and features as Series X, just at a reduced rendering resolution.
Excuse me! Oh, what?
Would you ship that? What you just played?
Oh no! We suck again!
Excuse me? Just with a little bit of that. This is what they told. Just a little bit of what? Just a little bit of resolution? Dude, whole ass performance modes are not showing up on Booster.
Started this journey in 2016.
I gotta hear more.
Digital next generation Xbox. With that in mind, I'd like to highlight some of the features and resolution. Features as Series X, just at a reduced rendering resolution. Features as Series X, just at a reduced rendering resolution.
Oh!
Just at a reduced rendering resolution. 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 Series X, just at a reduced rendering resolution. Series X, just at a reduced rendering resolution. With the Series X, just at a reduced rendering resolution.
This is not a Twitter. This is not a YouTuber. This is not an influencer. This is not a fanboy. This is goddamn Microsoft engineer, Microsoft video talking about their hardware. And tell us that we shouldn't say anything or call this shit out. This is what was told to us, because I see a lot of green videos about Jim Ryan lying. He's lying. Because he decided to put the games on a PS4 during the COVID years. This is the marketing for this console. Just with a reduced resolution. Same features. Excuse me? Same features. Just with a reduced resolution. And this video is not representative of just one time they said it. They said this all the time. When this console was announced, it was just like the X, just with a reduced resolution. Not no performance modes. Not slow HD hard drive. Yeah.
With that in mind, I'd like to highlight some of the features and performance benefits you can expect from Xbox Series S, our smallest, most affordable, all-digital, next-generation Xbox console.
The boosta box.
Xbox Series S leverages the same 8-core Zen 2 CPU architecture as the Xbox Series X, running at 3.6 GHz and 3.4 GHz with simultaneous multi-threading enabled. The primary difference between Xbox Series X and S is the GPU. Xbox Series X is designed to deliver a next-generation gaming experience in native 4K at 60 frames per second with support for up to 120 frames per second. Series S is designed to deliver the same great next-gen experience at 1440p, also with support for up to 120 frames a second. It also includes an advanced hardware scaler to upscale your games when you're connected to a 4K TV. Xbox Series S also has full hardware support for AMD's latest RDNA 2 feature set, including hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing, mesh shaders, and variable rate shading.
Ray tracing! Nope, nope, and nope. Ray tracing! Who's this man? Customer. Who this? Ray tracing!
The exact same as Xbox Series X.
What? What?
Oh no! We suck again!
What?
Xbox Series S contains 10 gigs of GDDR6 memory.
What?
Running.
What? Who is this? That is their equivalent to Mark Cerny. That's who he is. There he is. Lying through his teeth. The beard is lying, is growing with his lies. The beard grows with his lies. That's what's going on. You believe that? I just showed you 4 devs of varying sizes with games that look the way they do. No performance mode. Ray tracing? There's not even ray tracing in Xbox first-party games. The problem is, and this is what I'm going to tell you, the issue is that if Microsoft's first party is not doing it, they didn't do it with Halo. They didn't do it with Redfall. They didn't do it with any of their games. Pentiment, all these games, ray tracing in Minecraft. They did not do it in their own games. Meanwhile, they're the ones making the promises. That's the problem. Then third party is going to be like, well, they're not doing it. We can't do it either. Customer. That's why Starfield is 30 frames. It's because of the S. They can't get 60 frames running on the S in a sensible resolution that makes the game look decent. So because of that, in order to keep with their lies, they got to sacrifice 60 frames per second modes on the X because of the S's limitations. Facts, facts, and facts on top of everything else with split screen issues with Baldur's Gate. Hell, Halo says join the club. Split screen in Halo, which was promised by the late and great Bonnie Ross, who has left. Microsoft got her out with everybody else. Split screen Halo will be there. It's never going to be there because of the S. The S is a development problem, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And if you're going to sit here and go, well, it's just because I remember saying it, and a shout out to JX Gaming, Jez, you and many others have been saying this shit for years. Just crazy how some people being lied to, like they love it. I said this from when the thing was announced as Project Lockhart that this is going to be a problem. And everybody's like, no, scalability, stop it, fear-mongering, cut it out. Then devs came out and said they don't like it. Oh, well, that's just bad, lazy devs. Don't mind them. Now, we're seeing features being removed. Microsoft's own first party is having issues with Boosta. And where are we at? It's not, and you think this is the end? You think, oh, it's just a bad wave? Dude, this is never going to end until that thing is gone. It's just going to get worse. And you're going to see more and more devs willing to sacrifice or delay games because the Xbox is not selling and keep delaying games and doing PS5 first. And you're going to get timed exclusives just for the hell of it. And Sony doesn't have to lay out a dime because just by default and Xboxes and Phil Spencer's policies are going to have you getting less games. And you're happy about it. Enjoy. Game Night 123 with the 5. He goes, no wonder they made this video private on Xbox's channel. Oh, they did? Well, I would think so. It's all lies. But this was the marketing leading up to this. Just like the marketing of the X, all the promising of ray tracing and all this other stuff. Microsoft themselves are not even doing it. And nobody has a problem with this. People capping for 30 frames in Starfield. Meanwhile, they destroyed Redfall for not having 60 at launch. Makes no sense. True Witty, what's up, man? The two, he goes, you know he tried to copy Mark Cerny but fall flat. Yeah, dude, he's not copying no Mark Cerny. He can't. Nah. Mark Cerny, they went to game developers and asked them what they wanted and built the PlayStation to make games great and make it easier for devs. They learned their lesson with the PS3. They learned their lesson. We are not going to be at an arms race. We're not going to be head-to-head against devs. We got to have them on our side. The devs are the fuel for the console. If the developers are happy, the games come out great, and our customers are happy playing on the console. If the developers have to jump through hoops to optimize games for our console, we're going to be in trouble. The problem is Microsoft has everything against them. They're not the lead platform. Their platform now has 2 configurations. And they don't have the install base that the PlayStation has. It's over 2-to-1 right now globally. So if you're a developer, are you spending more time on the least selling console that your game is not going to sell? And you see MPDs, it's always the PlayStation games up there. As a developer, where are you spending your most time? On the console that sells the most and where the games sell the most to make most of your money back. You're going to go spend an extra 2 or 3 months to optimize it on an Xbox where it is the lowest selling console. It's not moving software like the 360 did. The attach rate sucks because of Game Pass expectations. You're going to spend all your money and time to develop for that and sell a few on an Xbox because there's a bunch of people yelling at you on Twitter? Nah, man. Make no sense. That's the problem. And then, this is a side thing. Well, you know what? I'm going to skip down to the sales down right here. Well, I want to skip to this thing because Microsoft's quarterly earnings came out. Shout out to the Zuby Zoo. Zuby Zoo! Shout out to Zuby Tech. I know he's probably sleeping right now on this side of the world. But here, Microsoft revenues came out today. Quarter reports. Brian, is that like button over 300 here? We're going to skip a couple topics down to this one because it kind of goes hand in hand with what I've been saying about investment and time investment. Look at the number that stands out the most. Look at this. Another quarter, Xbox hardware is down 13%. Another 3 months, and the hardware is down 13%. Another 13 from the down 13 of last quarter. Not last month, last 3 months to the next 3 months. So from April to now, it went down another 13%. Xbox hardware. And tell me you're going to go walking up to devs with 2 platforms of different power and say, oh, you're going to spend extra time to make it work on both of these. Make it work. As a dev, you'll be like, take a walk. You are the least priority right now. We're not 13% hardware. Where are you shopping those numbers around? You walking into you're going to deal with 2 of them now. 2 of them? You can't even sell them. What do you mean 2 of them now? You're going to make us spend more time? Another 13% down. Where do they go from here? And they really think out there. You really, really think that Starfield is going to change? Like, it's just going to flip a switch? Phil said great. What, Phil? Phil, what was that again? I don't know why where the hell did my thing go? What was that, Phil? If you what?
Just focused more on great games on our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race. I think doesn't just focus on our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race. I think doesn't really lay into the reality of more. I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share shift.
Build a great Project Scarlet. I want people to feel like they can have amazing console experiences they've never seen before, and that they've got the best lineup of content and services of any platform out there. And we're totally focused on that. And I know we have other things going with like coming to PC and xCloud, but I'll say that being a leader in console is something that the team is committed to doing. And that's we're not building this program to try to aim for second place.
I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around.
And that's right. Just what Sergeant was saying. 13% down, counting June, when they had such a great Xbox showcase, right? Right? Gaming revenue up 1%. But this is the thing that really is going to shock you. Microsoft missed every target that it had in the last quarter. Last quarter, they wrote here, Southern Satya. Southern Satya. Here he is. Where is he? Southern Satya says, well, despite the hardware dip, he was talking about the previous 13% down. Microsoft says we set third quarter records for monthly active users and active devices. He's counting everything on Samsung TVs. Microsoft hit $1 billion in revenue. Microsoft is expected the gaming revenue growth in its next quarter, that's this one, to be in the mid to high single digits, Amy Hood said. Alongside low to mid-teens of Xbox content and services growth. Low to mid-teens. Let's see. Their total revenue was expected to grow from their lies last quarter 5 to 9%. They only grew 1%. Their content and services was to be low to mid-teens. That's 11 to 16%. It only grew 5%. They were saying our hardware is bad with 13%. It went down another 13%. This is what they said 3 months ago. Their promises. What did they think was going to happen? Phil Spencer's interview? The Xbox showcase? They thought that was going to do. They went up 1 and 5 when they're looking at 9 and 16. And guys, that's a lot of money, I'm assuming. That's percentages. And you think Starfield's changing everything in one day? This is I don't understand how you come up with these predictions and expectations between 5 and 9 and 11 and 16 when you had no games releasing in that quarter. You had a Phil Spencer showcase. You thought by trouting around Mickey Mouse and Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond and Matt Booty, Goofy Booty, you think sending out your Mickey Mouse crew was going to increase the sales? They seriously think that we're that dumb? They think that let's go. We'll just trot out Mickey Mouse Phil Spencer at FanFest. We'll ship down Major Nelson to Mexico. And all of a sudden, we're going to get our increase. People will buy our content and services because Phil Spencer's signing asses and we're giving out tattoos at FanFest, which they did. You didn't release any games in the quarter. How do you expect you're going to have some growth? From what? This is where are you getting this growth numbers from? Look at your releases. Look at your releases. Oh, we're going to sell great this month. Well, you have nothing coming out. Well, we're expecting 9%. Why? Because Phil Spencer is walking around shaking hands, kissing babies? That's all you had. You had the Mickey Mouse crew running around taking pictures with everybody. And a showcase. Well, showcase did nothing. Showcase definitely didn't let people buy a console, I'll tell you that. 13% again. And they don't even have an Xbox console for Starfield to push that console sales up. Yeesh. So, they missed their mark. I don't know where they come up with these numbers. Content and services only grew 5%. They're looking at almost double that. Mid-teens to low. Double. 5 times as much they were looking for just revenue. How many quarters is this going to happen before they're going to go, you know what, guys? It's been a good ride. Because they spent $7 billion already on Bethesda. They spent all that money buying those studios in 2018. You think you think when he gave the green light to Phil Spencer to buy those studios in 2018, they were expecting in 2023 to be this bad? To be down this bad? 3 years into a brand new hardware. This is the prime time for consoles. 3 years into a generation, this is the start of where the generation gets its identity. You got over launch issues. Cross-gen games are kind of a thing of the past. This is when it hits. These are the prime years of the generation. It's the third year in. This is when we start seeing what this generation is going to start offering us. And when it makes its identity. And you're at the lowest sales you've been. You front-loaded your whole thing because you just sold Xboxes to the same people that bought Xboxes before. You didn't sell this to anybody new. And you're not grabbing anybody from Sony or Nintendo because your console is not selling. Unless you're chasing them all to PC. That's the only thing I could think of. And that could be where they're going with this stuff. They want this to go down. They want the hardware to keep going down and down and down so they could justify not making a console, selling you a streaming stick, and moving to the cloud and PC. That's where they're going. And these clowns on Twitter love an Xbox. They realize that all they're doing is cheering on the Titanic. Thinking they're still going to get to their destination. No, we'll still make it to Nova Scotia. Sir, the ship is sinking. Nope, we're still moving forward. Dude, keep going. No, we put the throttling faster. We'll sink faster. Nope, this is what it's about. You're celebrating the demise of your console. The reason why you're here, the reason why you create your show, the reason why you chat on Zeta. You're celebrating the death. That's why I had problems with Game Pass from day one in 2017 and stopped the whole Xbox show that I was on because I was like, this is not good. This is going to dilute everything they're ever going to produce because it's going into a service. They're focusing on PC at the cost of console. Not what PlayStation's doing, where they're making their PlayStation premium feel. You get the best version of the game, and then later on we'll put it on PC. They're not cutting off their nose to spite their face. Microsoft said, sever the Xbox. PC is the premier console, is the premier person. Xbox, your second class. It says it in all their services when they offer those prices. PC is where it's at. PC gets the better features. PC gets the better deal with Game Pass. PC's where the growth is, according to Phil Spencer. The console has hit everything. The console's having less and less value to them.
Let's talk about Game Pass a little bit more, since that's a big bet for Microsoft. How many subscribers do we have now? And it does seem like a really good deal for the consumer, but what about the Microsoft investor? How is this a moneymaker for Microsoft?
Our last public number was 25 million subscribers that we've talked about.
We get an update?
Not right here, but we did talk about growth on PC. So our Game Pass subscription, not expecting everybody's following the video game market, is available on gaming consoles and on personal computers. And you can subscribe in both places. We're seeing incredible growth on PC. I think Satya Nadella, in our earnings yesterday, the CEO of Microsoft talked about, I think, 130, 140% year-over-year growth on PC, which is really where we're focused. On console, I've seen growth slow down on Game Pass, mainly because at some point you've just reached everybody on console who wants to subscribe. And we don't see subscription, unlike some other forms of media that have really moved almost solely to a subscription business. Today, Game Pass as an overall part of our content and service revenue is probably 15%. I don't think it gets bigger than that. I think...
Where's the lamb sauce? It's raw, Melissa.
Yes, Chef.
It's raw. Come on.
Yes, Chef.
Of OSS First Development. My name is Matt Booty. Here is your coffee order. 2 creams, 1 sugar.
He says it right there. He said it right there. Like, where's the value in the console? And then to think that you're going around with a 13% decline to developers and saying like, oh, make it work. Just make it work on the S. Make it work. Make it work. Well, you're seeing what the developers are choosing. And there it is. It's raw. It is bad. So celebrate the demise. But, I sit here and wonder, like, all this hype on Twitter, you would think that Xbox is killing it, right? Remember last year, I bring this up a lot, the $70 games. Remember the war on $70 games, grinders? Do you remember? Remember how Sony was getting what were they getting? They were getting Sony was getting cocky again. They were asking for more money on their games. The same animations were being used in Horizon and God of War to get on the boat and to jump off the tall neck. Not worth $70. And then Phil's like, yeah, we're not going to increase our prices. We're going to be okay. And everybody's like, Game Pass is going to be better because you're paying $70 over there at Sony. The PlayStation's for the payers. Remember all that? And then with no games.
Whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
Shout out to Revolver, joined the Grind House. Thank you for subbing. Everybody sub here if you're new. Hit that like button if you're a grinder. Remember? And then just subtly, with no games released the whole entire year, nothing said at the Game Awards, they say we're increasing our prices to $70. And nobody said a word. They're like, oh yeah, well, it's just natural with everything. And that was mostly geared from the Xbox camp, trying to make it look like Sony was going to outspend itself. And you're going to pay more money, and Xbox is going to get the W because it's a cheaper way of gaming, and PlayStation's making you pay more. Remember the upgrades? Oh, I pay more for an upgrade, and Sony made you didn't want a $10 upgrade fee to get the PS5 version, where Xbox was like, remember, it was all about saving $1 here, $1 there, right? And then Microsoft announced we're increasing the price in December. Well, this little tidbit came out, and it just shows you how they got them. And this is when, when people say remember that whole thing with taking the pictures with executives or with the guys are showing them sit around the table and, what are they talking about? They're getting inside knowledge. They're talking about marketing and things like that. Well, people are like, well, it's just pitches. Stop it. It's just pitches. We're friends. They took, and I wondered when somebody brought it up. I think it was Thrasher had the picture. I was like, you know what? He's like, well, what are they talking about at that table? Greenberg just happened to sit around and just buy them breakfast for what? No, they're talking business. No, they're not. They're just taking pictures with them. They're such nice guys. Meet and greets. Remember when they flew everybody out to go play Redfall and nobody had a statement about how the game was performing? Everybody's like, preview game of the year. I covered that on this show. They came out of that preview in March for Redfall telling me game of the year might be. Then Colt Eastwood flipped code and said, oh, yeah, well, it was running bad on PC on those things. Yeah, remember? All of a sudden. Well, listen to this. This was pretty crazy. But it goes to prove that Microsoft has their hand in all these influences. The pitches, the access, the things that they're doing. Listen to this.
Starfield.
And this is not somebody else saying it. This is coming right from the horse's mouth.
Naturally being the pillar that supports all of that, right? So, again, we have to recognize that Xbox, they're coy. Let's give them a tip of the cap. They're a little bit coy, right? When they announced, oh, we're going to do $70 games. Remember, they reached out to you, people like me, and so on and so forth. They're like, hey, by the way, we're just doing this, right? They're trying to prepare people for what could be blowback, right? And then you see stuff like this, right? They're smart. And so just wanted to acknowledge that. But otherwise, Starfield naturally being the pillar that supports all of that, right? So, again, we have to recognize that Xbox, they're coy. Let's give them a tip of the cap. They're a little bit coy, right? When they announced, oh, we're going to do $70 games. Remember, they reached out to you, people like me, and so on and so forth. They're like, hey, by the way, we're just doing this, right? They're trying to prepare people for what could be blowback, right?
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
You believe that? It's the goddamn truth. It's marketing and messaging. So what they do is they let these influencers know some bad news. And I bet you that is why that 30 frames per second for Starfield thing probably didn't blow up as much as it did, because they got these influencers there to come out before the messaging or to start grooming the field, making sure the message is like, guys, hey, if Starfield comes out 30, it's probably, it's probably because it's such a good fidelity, and start grooming everything. That's what they do. And there's no stepping back. The dude said it on his own show. And this is exactly what we speculated is happening during those meetings. They're not just a simple photo. Hey, and I said this. Hey, take a picture of me, Grant. Hey, Greenberg. Hey, I saw you. Hey, what's up? Oh, cool, man. All right, let's go. No, it's like, guys, I'll meet you in the Microsoft cafeteria. Come on, let's sit there. And they're going to talk about messaging and marketing. All right. They probably found out at FanFest that Starfield was going to, hey, guys, we're going to say Todd Howard has an interview coming up. He's going to say Starfield's at 30. We need everybody to kind of get back to their shows, get back to their YouTube channel, and they got to let everybody know, hey, this is going to be okay. Come up with some excuses. Here's some talking points. Here's some tips, just like HR will come to you. Here's some talking points. Here's some tips. Make sure that the community doesn't blow up about this thing. Let's groom the field. Let's calm everybody down. Tell them it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And that's what they do, and they spin it. And they make sure that these guys, their influencers, don't go out there going, this is trash, this sucks, Xbox, you suck. No, not only will they lose their inside stuff, but they also will cause a uproar in the community. And Microsoft needs that community. They're desperate for it because that's the only thing that they got. Those back tats and FanFest. It's ridiculous. It is a goddamn cult. And I don't like what Xbox has turned into. They're shills. I don't like it. If you're an Xbox fan, be a goddamn Xbox fan, but don't be no friggin' shill. Like, don't be like, hey, they're gonna groom us and let us get the messaging out there to make to kind of preface it with us about $70 games, so we could kind of just say, hey, people, it's just that's why all of them came out. Meanwhile, they were having podcasts about how Jim Ryan and PlayStation wants more money and all this other stuff. Oh, lying Jim Ryan. He wants all the money. He lied to your face. He wants $70 for the payers. All these videos that they made. Then at the end of the year, when Microsoft does it, they don't have the same energy with that stuff because they were told up front, this is what we're doing. Calm down. And if it gets out of hand, keep them calm. The guy came out of his mouth and said it. They kind of let the community, quote unquote community, know about something that's coming out so that they could calm the community down and not have the community. So that's why when people tweet in anger about $70 games and about all these things, Microsoft increasing prices or Microsoft doing this or the S not doing this, you have these same people on Twitter coming out and going like, I'm not saying just him, Maddie over there, or the Ironlords, and they're really not. Again, I have nothing bad about them. I just don't like the idea of this whole thing. And I'm going to tell you, like, there's people out there that go on Twitter that their job is to calm the community down, and I think it's horseshit because it's like, where's this coming from? Where is it? Where's it coming from? People are complaining, and you're like, no, dude, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Again, as people, I don't care. They're playing the game, but the problem is that Microsoft has influencing out there like this. And that Sony doesn't do this. If they don't do it to this extent, or Nintendo, you don't see it as cult as this. Microsoft has turned into sleaze. He says it right there. They're coy. That's why they got you liking friends. That's why Sarah Bond is there tweeting and liking and following you. You think they care? You think they care about you? You think they care? No. All they're doing is keeping an eye on what you do so they can react and find out. They're secret goddamn shoppers. That's what they are. Oh, Aaron Greenberg's my friend. He follows me. No, dude, he's following you so he could see what you're saying and how you're taking news so that they can make sure that they could go to their influences and address your concerns. It's all secret shopping. That's what they're doing. They turned into sleaze, dude. They turned into Microsoft sleaze, these executives. That's why when they trot out Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer comes out, oh boy, let me take pictures. I'm a gamer. Oh, take a picture of me. Oh. Oh boy, oh boy. They know what they're doing. That's why they love Phil. He's like, oh yeah, he's the people's president. There he is. He's a gamer like you. Trust in Phil. That's why there's such a cult for this guy. Meanwhile, he hasn't delivered shit. He's been the worst executive ever of Microsoft. I don't give a shit if he saved Xbox. He saved Xbox to turn it into sleaze box. That's right, outside of gaming. He turned it into trash. It's not even worth the celebration that it gets. That's why every single time they're on Twitter trying to celebrate W's and they're not even W's. They're no goddamn games. Right? This whole Tencent now is bad, right? That's the thing now. Ooh, Tencent. Ooh, this is what we don't want. Tencent buying stuff. Oh. We don't want Tencent buying people. We don't want Tencent buying shares. That's bad. That's why it's so good. That's why it's so good that Microsoft buys them. No, you goddamn clowns. I prefer Tencent buying them. Tencent does not have a console. Tencent does not have an exclusive service. Tencent has no vested interest in PC. When Tencent buys them, the company just gets money to make games for everybody. Ooh. Don't you see? When Tencent buys people, it's just giving them money to make games for everyone. When Microsoft buys people, there's vested interests in subscription gaming, in cloud, and in PC, and in consoles. There's a difference. There's a difference. Tencent doesn't have a vested interest in PC or a subscription service or a cloud service. That's the difference. So when Tencent buys people, it's not bad because nobody has to ask the question, hey, is Dead Island 3 going to be exclusive to Tencent? No. Amazon's the bad guys. No, they're not. Because Amazon will put the game everywhere. Like Phil's promised. That's why Phil's the biggest goddamn hypocrite of them all. Oh, when we all play, we all win. Says the person who has a vested interest in PC gaming, exclusive cloud streaming, Luna's competition, and has a console. You're the last person that I would want to say, when we all play, we all win. You have 3 vested interests in things that are only for you. That's an issue. And that's similar to what these guys are saying on the, I don't know if I got them here. Are they over here? Well, what's his name was saying, call Moriarty's guys. When Phil says we all play, we all win. Exactly, Fahim. He buys Bethesda and makes games that says, oh, they came right in and told us Redfall, stop making the PS5 version. But then Phil's running around, kissing babies, doing interviews saying, when we all play, we all win. Meanwhile, he's telling people behind the scenes, just make our versions. Don't make a PS5 version. Really. That's why I don't mind if Tencent buys people. That's better consolidation than Microsoft buying it. Because Microsoft buying it, there's vested interests there. They have interest in making things exclusive. And now you got to wonder where these games are going to be. That's the issue. But when I don't understand how Tencent's bad. Tencent's not buying it to take it away from everybody. Tencent's just going to give the developer money, and they're not buying out the whole company. They're just buying shares in their company. They're not holistically taking over the whole goddamn developer. They're just buying in shares in Techland. Oh, I think that's what was Techland. Oh, was it Techland? The people that make Dying Light. But, like, the thing is like, there's no issue there. Yes, Techland. That's right. That's right, because Phil Spencer goes out there kissing babies, hugging grandmas. And they think, oh, we're doing a great job. It's just so messed up. Like Tencent, they don't have an exclusive anything. When we all play. No, when we all play on what you deem is playable, then we all win. You go buy Bethesda and take Starfield and make it exclusive. Hey, that's the game, then you do it. But you get the smoke that comes with making that game exclusive. You don't fuddle around for a year and a half going, well, when we all play, we all win, and keep saying that line while making games exclusive. And then say, like, you don't do that. You don't talk out 2 sides of your ass. That's what pisses me off. And the fact that people eat it up, going, oh, no, Phil's such a great guy. He says when we all play, we all win. It's like, dope. Do you hear what he's saying? You see what he's doing? 2 different things. How the hell do you still believe in this? Unless you were told by your followers or by your Xbox executive Mickey Mouse crew. Just believe in Phil. Paid influences. Now I see why you don't want to listen to the hypocrisy that's going on there. And now, somebody just wrote a tweet. I got to get the super chat up here. Ooh, wait, I missed two of them? Hold on, I got to use this new feature here. Oh, yeah. Game Night 123 he says, yeah, I saw dumb comments yesterday with folks saying things like Xbox doesn't exclusives. Game Pass is the exclusive, right? But the thing is, though, Game Night, is that those are services and features that Microsoft has a vested interest in growing, which means is that the exclusivity is needed for those to grow. So how do you go around saying, well, when more people play our games? Well, if more people play our games, then you'll be putting it everywhere on our PlayStation and stuff, right? So don't go saving face in front of regulators going, well, we're making more people play this game, and then going around and making things exclusive. Like, you don't get it both ways. Just say we're buying them to leverage our platform and leverage our services. That's why we're buying them. And see how far that goes in court. Because that's the exact definition of a monopoly. They can't do that. They got to lie. Oh, no, we're making more people play. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Techland will remain independent. But Tencent bad, though. This is why Microsoft has to protect us. No. Microsoft doesn't even know how to make their own goddamn games. They don't need, they can't do that. All right? Microsoft can't even make their own goddamn shit work. So stop buying up stuff because they're buying off much more than they can chew. And we're going to get crap games for it. And then they're ruining franchises that we like to play. So stop it. But speaking of quality and content, we knew it was coming. And I'm glad Sony did what they did. Because Spider-Man 2, baby. They got it, man. They know what is up. What a trailer. What a show. I'm going to run it. Dude. This game is going to be huge. Hit that like button, baby. Spider-Man 2. This game is going to be huge. Now I'm calling it now. We're playing as Venom. I saw that Venom gameplay. We're going to be playing as Venom, dude. I can't wait. And not only did they show this incredible story trailer at Comic-Con, not only did they do that, but they did everything they needed to do. They have a Spider-Man 2 console with controller and game. They have a Spider-Man 2 controller. And awesome, they got a Spider-Man 2 plates. As they should. Fireworks, baby. Because I was like, do I have to go buy another PlayStation console, man? I want the plates and the controller. I'm sure everybody else does. Goes live on Friday, grinders. There's that Venom, baby. Ooh-wee. Oh, awesome. Oh, my God, dude. One game. And when you know, I got some. I think we have a little. Let's bring this back a little bit. Right? As this is running. Let's see. Let's see. Let's hear this. Let's see if this jives, grinders. Hit that like button. Let's see if this jives. Let's see.
I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share shift in some dramatic way. We lost the worst generation to lose in the Xbox One generation. Just focused more on great games on our console that somehow we're going to win the just focused more on great games on our console that somehow we're going to win the console race. Just focused more on great games. I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share shift. I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. Just focused more on great games on our console that somehow we're going to win the console race. I think on our console that somehow we're going to win the console race. I see commentary that if you just build great games,
have we had enough? Do we have enough? Do you see how incompetent that sounds as you're watching a great game? And knowing the impact this game is going to have? Yeah. Rob, he was just saying that for the FTC. Yeah. You know what? He didn't say that in court, Rob, when the FTC was questioning him. Instead, he said it on the Xbox podcast or the Xcast when Xbox fans are listening to him. Wrong audience, I have to say. And let's see what the results are of this. 9.1 million views.
I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around.
9.1 million views in 5 days on YouTube. How's that? 9.1 million. Let's see something else. We have now, grinders, we have this as well. 1.5 million views. What an incredible reveal trailer. This is how you market a game. This is what you do. This one game. You think God of War and Horizon were big. You are not ready for this. Boom. With the plates. And guess what? You know what's incredible, everybody? Know what's shocking? Is that actually you can buy this. Meanwhile, over at Xbox, they're selling pizza-scented controllers. But you can't buy them. You got to win them. What are we doing here? This is what they're doing. Pizza-scented controllers in a goddamn Twitter. You can't even buy it. You got to win it. Pizza-scented controllers. Dude, take out the pizza-scented controllers. Just make Ninja Turtle controllers and sell them to everybody. I like that Leonardo one. But everything that Microsoft does, it's sweepstakes. It's a sweepstakes. It's a promo. And they got a whole news blog about pizza-scented controllers. The hell's this? A whole blog. The tale of two sides, dude. This is serious marketing for a big game. And meanwhile, they got pizza controllers. And a sweepstakes. Just sell it, though. Like I said, they're on Twitter. They know people want things. People are already saying right now on Twitter, right? They're already saying on Twitter, you know what? Train is leaving the station. Train is leaving the station for Spider-Man that comes out in October. With the controller, with the trailer, the gameplay trailer. That's the second gameplay trailer. Remember, we saw the story trailer. We saw that huge gameplay trailer at that showcase. Remember, we have this trailer here. This trailer is at 14 million views. We had this gameplay trailer here. And then we got another one. We got how many? That's what is this? This is 11 minutes, and then this one is 2 minutes. With showing Venom. Do you see the difference? Do you see, like, this is what I mean. When a big game is coming out. When a big game is coming out. Sony reveals it layer by layer. Now you see Venom.
You just made the list!
This is what happens. Now they show Venom. They show the story elements. They showed you some characters there, right? They showed you some hints as to who might be in the game and what's going on, right? This is what I mean. They're peeling back the onion. They're peeling back the onion here. A little bit more, a little bit more. This is what you do when you have a game that you're confident in. This is what you do when you have a game that you know is going to sell and you're asking premium price for it. You know this is going to blow up huge. You put everything behind it. You do controllers, you do a console. You do all this stuff. Releasing in October, they started the hype train. Hell, they started the hype train in June or May when they started this thing. Now, it increased threefold. And now...
You're my number one customer.
You got... Look at the amount of views you got. 9 million in 5 days. This is what you do when you have a big game. And it looks awesome. Dude, I think you control Venom. Look at all the secrets in here. Like, again, I'm not going to... There's Lee. Look at Spider-Man in the background there, man. Like, yeah, he's down back here. He's meeting up with Lee. Who's this? There's a secret character that people think that, you know, maybe the police officer. What's her name? I forgot her name. Yuri. Her character. Dude, flying elements, dude. It is. The new character models. Look at this. I don't know what's going on there, man, with the lizard. The lizard getting venomized, or Venom's attacking the lizard, or something's going on here. Is that Spider-Man, like, fighting the lizard, dude? Yep, that's Spider-Man fighting the lizard, or something like that. Oh, no. Oh, the lizard's screaming. You see what's going on? The lizard's screaming, and it's messing up the symbiote. Spider-Man has his hands on his head. It's messing up the symbiote. Dude, this is going to be incredible. Look at that. Look at the city details, dude. The draw distance. And the fact that you see Venom here, man. Oh, Venom's my favorite. And that's such an awesome Venom. Dude. Yeah, the lizard's screaming. It's making a sound that's shaking up his thing. I'm telling you, man. This is how you market a game. This is for a game in October, right? Let me get these super chats. Like, I'm speed. Like, really, what do I have to describe this? You see it with your own eyes. Like, you see the game does the talking, right? What was that? You know, what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? He's like, let me read these super chats here.
Enough from me. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
Sergeant, member 4 month VIP grind. He goes, some say they will hold the line, but we know a lot of people will heal the world. On October 20th, 2023. Spider-Man. Oh, yeah, good line. That's right. Heal the world while they're holding the line. Good one, man. The Game Night 123. And apparently, Xbox is releasing another limited edition controller, releasing on the 8th on August. Also, Spider-Man 2 hype. Xbox is releasing another limited edition controller? Oh, you mean PlayStation or Xbox? Oh, why PlayStation? Xbox released a Spider-Man. Oh, limited edition for what? I don't know. Who pre-ordered it? You can't pre-order it. It's gonna be huge for the holidays, dude. And that console. And I saw what was it? Like on a side note, where is it? I don't know if what's his name? Where is it? Was it Digital Foundry? We're talking about what is this thing? I don't think I even saved it. I gotta check out my profile liked. It was Digital Foundry. Where is it? Here it is.
It'd be massive, and the concept of having a bespoke PlayStation to go along with it, I think, is pretty awesome too.
Gentlemen, so
let him read this comment from somebody on Reddit.
My goodness, so the console wars. It's a topic, but I think my goodness, I can't tell if this is tongue in cheek or not. I hope for his sake it is, or their sake.
The best satire, John, is Invisible.
Allow me to read this. This is where the console wars are now. Oliver gets it's unbelievable. Sony has turned Spider-Man 2 into an event months before release with a console, faceplates, and marketing out the ass. We have nothing for Starfield. We got controllers and headsets, not a special edition console, not even a goddamn bundle. Not to mention that the goddamn Spider-Man 2 PS5 comes out basically around the time of Starfield's launch, a whole month and a half before the goddamn game. And now Series X isn't going to win September NPD. Do you know how embarrassing that's going to be to lose goddamn September with Starfield, the most important Xbox game ever, because of a limited edition for a console, for a game that won't be out for a month and a half, and Xbox doesn't even have a goddamn bundle. 2 steps forward, 1 giant step back. There it is.
Dude. Now, you can say it's a troll, it's a PlayStation fan. But what you can't say is that it's not goddamn true. Dude, that is the facts. Like, how can you could say whoever wrote this and whoever said it, there could be whoever it is, but what's stated in there is goddamn fact. There is nothing for Starfield. And this game comes out in October. And the fact that Spider-Man has September NPDs, it's releasing in September. They're not launching that console on the same day as Spider-Man. They're selling that console the same month that Starfield's coming out. You don't think that's clever? You don't think that's a way to kind of make sure that PlayStation is in your face with Spider-Man when Microsoft's supposedly quote-unquote biggest game is coming out in September? That's exactly what they're doing. That's why that Spider-Man thing is coming out in September. That's Sony marketing right there. They're leveraging Spider-Man for 2 months. They're not holding on their eggs in one basket. This is why competition is needed. That's why you need Microsoft to say, well, here's our Starfield bundle, and Sony says, here's our Spider-Man bundle. Now let's rock NPDs. I still think Spider-Man would win, but that's marketing, dude. There's a reason why Sony's dropping that thing in September. You could point it off as like, oh, some pony wrote this thing, but it's goddamn true. And it makes you go, wait a second. Where is Starfield? This is where I mean. We're peeling back the onion of Spider-Man. You see some Venom, some story elements. This is exactly what Sony does with their games. Here's some combat. Here are the tribes in Horizon. Here's some of the realms that you're going to visit in God of War. More and more, making the game seem huge, getting you hyped for the game months in advance, weeks in advance. This is what you do. I told you already, what we saw at that showcase in June was all you're going to see of Starfield until the launch week. That's it. They did not start Starfield marketing in June and continue it. We are now at the end of July, beginning of August, and Starfield went ghost. It went ghost. They dropped a couple of headsets and a special edition one and basically a controller last month. And now Starfield's ghost. Where is it? This is 1,000 planets. Hours and hours of you make the fun. There should be missions galore. There should be weekly updates. There should be everything. Same thing goes for Forza. Another big game. This Forza has been 7 years in the making, and we're finding out that their drift mode and racing modes are not in it. Tell me this is not a product of Game Pass. Tell me this is not a product of just incompetence at Microsoft. But they're making pizza controllers, though. They're making pizza controllers. Xbox donuts and refrigerators.
Turned Spider-Man 2 into an event months before release with a console, faceplates, and marketing out the ass. We have nothing for Starfield. We got controllers and headsets, not a special edition console, not even a goddamn bundle. Not to f***ing mention that the goddamn Spider-Man 2 PS5 comes out basically around the time of Starfield's launch, a whole month and a half before the goddamn game. And now Series X isn't going to win September NPD. Do you know how embarrassing that's going to be to lose goddamn September with Starfield, the most important Xbox game ever, because of a limited edition for a console, for a game that won't be out for a month and a half, and Xbox doesn't even have a goddamn bundle. 2 steps forward, 1 giant step back. There it is. We have F and F and.
But they're calling it a goddamn. Oh, well, this is the console one, dude. This is pure factual. Exactly. This is not wrong. This is purely factual. This is exactly where they're at. They're exactly where they're at. You could point it off as fanboyism and console stuff. Dude, this is pure fact. But wait. I found something. They started the Starfield marketing. Guys, did you miss it? We got something for Starfield. Shout out to Kid Smooth. This is what happened. Starfield. They released something. Look, just 11 hours ago. Look at the interest. 16,000 views. The marketing has begun. Grinders, tell the Xbox fans the marketing has begun. But wait, there's more, Leech. Starfield marketing is here. 16,000 people know it's here. Here it is. Starfield: The Settled Systems. Released today. Man, get ready. Goddamn incredible gameplay. We're going to see the combat. We're going to see the ships. We're going to see the aliens. We're going to see all this stuff. Get ready. We're going to see all the sandwiches that give it 30 frames per second. Here it comes. Here it comes, everybody. The Starfield marketing has begun. I showed you Spider-Man's. Here's Starfield. Hint, they don't even talk in this goddamn cartoon. What are we doing here? What is this? What is this trash? 2-minute cartoon. 2-minute cartoon. No wonder 16,000 people watch this trash. The game comes out in September. And you got some bootleg cartoon with no even voice actors in it. No voiceover, nothing. Look at this dude. Look. Nobody's saying a word. He gave him the keys to the ship. Thousands of planets. Sandwiches, 30 frames, combat. All these missions make you fun. Goddamn cartoon. Not even gameplay. Where is this game, everybody? Where is it? Oh, September 6th, by the way. They're coming September 6th. Oh, get your laser cutters. What marketing from these incompetent idiots? What marketing? This is what they got. Where are the layers? Where is the reveals of the missions, the combat, the gameplay? Tell the story with the gameplay. We've seen so much more of Spider-Man. Do you see? Where's the gameplay of Starfield? What's the dude doing on the planets? What are the missions like? This is what they're showing. This is what revealed today. Here's the Starfield marketing. A goddamn cartoon. 2 minutes, nonetheless. 2-minute friggin' cartoon! Game Pass cartoon. I got it. This song, they should have had the song playing the whole time. Here it is.
Oh, and Psychonauts 2. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes and Hades. And they're all on Game Pass. Somerville, a Plague Tale Requiem. What to play first and what to play last. Skyrash 2, Ground, Shroom and Doom. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass.
Yeah, go pre-order our game. What is it? It's a cartoon game? Like, is Starfield a cartoon game? What go pre-order our game. Good job. Look at this. Wait, you see this? I see people missing out on this. What's this, everybody? What's this? What is this? Starfield shit in space. Oh, look at this. Oh, the game that has 1,000 planets and tons of fun is ready to sell you their first story expansion pack. Oh, and get the game 5 days early. You don't even know what the current game is, and they're already trying to sell you the frickin' expansion pack.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit.
Where are they?
Activate. Activate.
25 years in the making, and they're trying to sell you the shattered shit in space. Shit in space. Starfield shit in space expansion. Shat space. They know you're getting it for Game Pass dollars. Why don't we give you shattered space? Shattered space. Stick it up the place. What? A booty exclusive. Shattered space. Can't wait to take a shit in space. This is what you got, because you remember your character doesn't have a voice, right? Your character doesn't have a voice, so this is how he talks. Shattered space. Give me the DLC already. You didn't even show me the goddamn game, and you're already trying to sell me shattered space. Space shat in your face. The premium edition. Get the hell out of here. And you're selling it to me with a goddamn cartoon.
We're doing it for a shitload of money. We're doing it for a shitload of money. We're doing it for a shitload of money.
Helmet, what's going on? Sanders, what's going on? It's Mega Maid. She's gone from suck to blow. What? They're getting all their air back. Do something. Do something. Do something.
You idiots! You captured their stunt doubles!
Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
That's what I'm going to have. Spaceballs the
Why
movie.
didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big? Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
You idiots! You captured their stunt doubles!
Great marketing. Great marketing. Shit in space. And 5 days early access. Let's see. 5 days early access. What does this say over here?
You're my #1 customer.
Early access up to 5 days. Actual playtime depends on purchase date. And they already got DLC for the game. We've seen 15 minutes of the goddamn game of cut gameplay. And they got 15 minutes. So, you got 2 consoles. 2 big games coming out for it. You see how Spider-Man's being treated. You see how Starfield's being treated. And you see, whatever that troll post was, the thing is that there has been no gameplay. There's been no big breakdown of the game. There's been no kind of just straight up gameplay structure. For a game that has so many hours and so big, there should have been 15 developers. There should have been at least a developer direct each month for Starfield. And they're showing cartoons, a 2-minute cartoons telling you to pre-order the game. And Sony's selling controllers and consoles. Dude, that Spider-Man console by itself is going to move PlayStation 5s. Why is Microsoft not bundling Starfield with the console? I want to leave us with that question. Why? If this game was, if Phil Spencer made a decision to make Starfield exclusive, then why isn't Starfield exclusive being bundled with an Xbox Series X and a custom console? This is the $7 billion purchase, right? $7 billion for Starfield. Are they going to make a console? A console for it? They should. Maybe they'll announce it next month. But do not forget, they do have a console coming out September. It's not a Series X exclusive bundle with Starfield. No. It's not. It is Boosta in black. Coming out September 1st for $350. No Starfield, nothing. They got to make a console for Starfield, right? They got a 1 terabyte booster. Like, they made a custom console for Halo. They got to make one for Starfield. And if they do, it's not going to be $500. It'll be like $560 or $570. Like, you're paying for the game, but you'll pay for the exclusive console. So now you hold your breath and wait. Sony announced their exclusive console. Pre-orders go live on Friday for the Spider-Man one. When will Microsoft announce theirs? If they don't announce one in the next few weeks, I don't know if there's ever going to be a Series X exclusive Starfield console. But they got this one coming out on September 1st, which makes no sense. This was announced in June, last month, and they needed 2 months leeway to launch this thing with a black console and more money with 1 terabyte, double the amount of memory. They needed that much pre-order lead time for this. It makes no sense. This thing should have been a weekend fix. Instead, they gave you 2 whole months to pre-order this thing without announcing a Series X custom console with Starfield. If they don't do one, that should be a big question across everywhere. This is their biggest game. Starfield needs a bundle because they got to bank on Starfield to fix that 13% drop. Because without a console bundle, Starfield's not moving any console at all. We know that. But they got this one out there. This is what they want. This is what they announced first. I don't know why you would announce this, a headset and a controller for Starfield, and not announce a bundle for Starfield at that event, unless they're doing another event sometime in August. They got to. So hopefully they pull out something. Yeah, right? It's 2 months to why is this taking so long for this game to come out? Makes no sense. Unless they're going to stack the deck in September. And they're going to do a this, and they'll do a bundle for Starfield. We will see. And the final bit of news is that Insomniac seems to be not missing a beat. And apparently, they are working on their next game after Spider-Man and Wolverine. And that their next game from Insomniac seems to be
technology for Sony's Backbone,
multiplayer game.
And now on PlayStation.
Shout out to Zuby Tech with this one. Let's hear it.
I worked on PlayStation Now, where we launched all the game streaming technology for Sony's Backbone. And now, most recently, I was at Blizzard Entertainment in their esports division. So this is actually my first AAA game project now. I'm the project director here on an unannounced project. So I am very excited to be actually making the games now.
Amazing. Guys, if you can, I know we're not going to be able to talk really specifically about the projects you're working on, but if you can mention what projects you're working on and what you like most about what you're doing currently. What about you, Aaron?
Yeah, so I'm working on an unannounced title, so I can't really talk a lot
That's
about
fine.
it. But I will say that, you know, I mean, just to kind of echo some of the things that I've also heard, like I've been an Insomniac for almost a year now. My 1 year anniversary is coming up in November, so I'm really excited about that. And this is I hit my 5-year anniversary. It's Sony as a whole, and I will just say, like, it feels really good to be back home to Sony. I feel like they really invest in their employees, and they invest in our education, they invest in our well-being, they invest in our growth. And so I've found a lot of really amazing support infrastructure. I've seen a lot of really interesting projects. The tech that we get to touch and get to experiment with and play with is just awesome. So I'm having a blast, even if I can't talk about it.
Amazing. It's fine.
I don't know. That's what they're working on over there. It's great news. But they got another project, dude. And he says this is the multiplayer title. Nah, she was working for Sony. I don't think so. I don't think she was working for Microsoft. That's Sony blanket. When you interview a Microsoft developer, he's like, yeah, they told us to stop making the PlayStation Edition. Like, they sabotaged their own game. Yeah, they told us to stop making the PlayStation Edition. I don't know. That's what Or to get some Game Pass kind of indie dude that comes out there and stuff like that. But I don't know. Apparently they're working on some other stuff. You know, he says that they're working on another unannounced confirmed title. So that's another title in addition to Wolverine. Oh, really? Damasi says, bear in mind she just left Activision Blizzard when the mass exodus happens. Most of them are going to want to join Sony for the same treatment. Oh, man. Thank you, JX Gaming. He goes, one last super chat, Jez. Insomniac going ham fire. Put this towards some grindhouse upgrades and a hot tub will be good since Buck got his pool. You're right. We need to put a grindhouse hot tub in there. Yeah, if you forget about the pool, let me see. Do I still have that thing? Where is that? You want to know, when I hit 1,000 subs, I said I was putting a pool house in for Buck Roger GX Gaming. This one's for you. Well, if you remember this, here we go. Where is this? The grinding pool house. I got the video right here. Remember this? Remember this, Buck Roger, wherever you are. Go into the pool house! Oh, yeah. Jump into the quality pool. Woo! The grindhouse pool. Oh yeah, there's some blast in the past right there. Oh, CB3 said I missed your super chat. Let me see. CB3 says to 2. He goes, I'm glad PlayStation didn't get this trash as an exclusive. Oh, he's talking about Starfield. There's that pool house jump right there. Let's go. Bucks pool. Jumping in there. Thank you, CB3. Sorry about that. But that's right. Like, yeah, like, it's a big game, right? You'd think they'll have some big marketing, big things for it. Well, we'll see. But Spider-Man, man, looking awesome. Can't wait. And yeah, awesome. That classic. I'm gonna do more, man. I'll get some more out there. I gotta get some more ideas going. Again, the summer's been rough, man. Summer's rough. Getting back into the swing of things with gaming and stuff like that. But it's been just real busy with a lot of camp going on and work and just, you know, family stuff and going on. But yeah, definitely we'll see what goes on this week on the Zeta. Yes, the Terminator race car. I still got it. It's in GT7. I got the Teslanator. The Teslanator's rocking. They don't sleep. That's right, Brian. They don't sleep, man. I'll tell you. Talking about, man, how much money Sony spent and what they got out of them, and even the utilization of what they're doing with Bungie and their services and game online stuff, getting advice from them. That's why I said, like, the Sony investments are definitely much more strategy and strategized and utilized and smart, where I feel like Microsoft is just doing the kind of, you know, gulping approach to just grab everything and we'll sort it out later. And it doesn't seem to be working. Like, you know, like you would think you spend $7 billion. How dare you release something as the quality and lacking as Redfall? As one of the second big game, the big game, the one more thing from E3 of the previous year. How do you do that after a $7 billion acquisition? How do you let Starfield marketing turn into a 2-minute cartoon when it comes out in a month? That game should be being broken down layer by layer each month, talking about how big this game is. Look how Todd Howard did that. And, you know, shout out to, I think Smooth said that, and actually it's exactly what I covered here on the Grindhouse. Like, he said the same thing. He said that, you know, look at the marketing that happened with, yeah, here he goes. Shout out to Smooth, man. You know, he in the middle of his other stuff, like, you know, he does drop some facts here, but nobody really kind of, you know, shout out to Smooth here. Like, this is what I pointed out a bunch of times about this, about Fallout. You know, he says Starfield's are releasing in 42 days for premium customers, and I haven't seen a major marketing push from Xbox or Bethesda for this game. A huge cry from the marketing done leading up to Fallout 76, Fallout 4, and Skyrim. He's damn right. That's a $7 billion purchase. Where's the marketing that they had for those other games, man? The marketing for Fallout 4 was on another level, man. But yeah. And I showed you even the gameplay and what they covered in Fallout 4 compared to what they did with Starfield. Like, they're hiding it. But we will see. We will see where we go from here, and it's only the end of July. But hit that like button, grinders. Share it out. Thank you for over 300 people in here. Shout out to you for the solo gaming grindhouse. You know, everybody seems to be busy. I know it's on a Tuesday, but yeah, thank you again for supporting. Hit that like button. Thank you for all the new to VIP subscribers. Shout out to all the VIPs coming on in. Thank you for all the grinders in the chat, all the super chats. We'll get in that new emoji probably next week, and then I will definitely get you know, try to get a show out on Friday. So get ready for a live show. We'll try to do something, see what goes on Twitter the next few days, and see if there's anything else to follow up on with that. But hit that like button, share it out, grinders. I want to thank everybody again for an awesome show, and we will leave you with this Game Pass tune because you know what? Well, first we'll just do what Starfield needs to compete. First, we need to do this.
Oh, and second on.
Thank you, grinders.